We're back!
Live.
In your living room!
Or your office or your kitchen, wherever you have your internet connection.
Nah, never mind. You know what I was going to say? You know what, you got to take off all the dirty stuff and then just watch us, but you know, that's cool. Hey, we were talking about Trucker Jones. Let me tell you, I'm a big fan of that man. Him and Waylon Barley, when those two hit the mat, the building shook, didn't it?
It did. The ring bowed, the windows shook.
It was massive. Now, I'm also a fan of Waylon Barley's.
Yes.
Waylon Barley is, my God, he's a big man.
Yes.
He's a big man.
Scary man.
And he loves to punish his opponents. Probably has one of the worst chest chops that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Shush.
The man beats people. He actually hits you so hard in the front, his hand comes out the back. Let me tell you, you have a handprint for days out the back. But he is up against T.A. Jones.
Wow, another hard hitter.
T.A. Jones has been a thorn in his side for, what, 2 months now?
At least.
And yet Waylon has vowed to just destroy T.A. Jones in this next.
Terry Allen Jones, the ghetto superstar from Chi-Town. And you know what? I too am a big fan of Scarface Waylon Barley. No nonsense kind of guy. The meat and potatoes. Just come in there. He has one mission: to destroy his opponent.
That's it.
And Terry Allen Jones, the ego on this guy. I mean, Terry Allen Jones he's one of the few guys that can go toe to toe with Scarface Waylon Barley in the ring. And this is another reason to come down on the 2nd and check out this show. Again, another top-notch match.
But I don't understand. Scarface, you know, he is a fan favorite. Right?
Yes.
Everybody loves him, but the man is so brutal. He has so much brutality coming up. It's unbelievable. When he walks out, you know someone's going to get busted up. You know that?
Absolutely.
So you know what? That is an awesome match that I myself sign on the dotted line. You can thank me for that. What?
Nothing. Go right ahead.
What?
Nothing. I was going to ask you a question.
Ask me.
How does your chest feel after you got that big boot from Death Row this past event?
Let me tell you, I'm going to get to that later.
Okay. Okay. You will address that momentarily.
Sure. And by the way, my chest feels fine. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, good. I know we had a few emails. People were concerned. So.
Yeah, I bet they were. One of them. Okay, I'm going to talk about this other match that I signed.
Okay.
I'm very proud of this match.
Okay.
The ladies' man, Scott Phoenix. Okay. You know what? You'll see him if you just haven't already. Scott Phoenix is awesome.
How's it going, Florida? Pensacola, Florida, live! Scott Phoenix is in the house. Look, I'm not from the area, but I'm bringing something new to Ultimate Wrestling. Scott Phoenix is bringing the body, and he's bringing it to all the women in Pensacola. Look, don't hate, come on. One time for the camera. That's right. Look, the only thing is, Scott Phoenix is here for the competition. He's here to go to the top. Rise! Rise for Ultimate Wrestling. I'm not a hater, I'm an innovator. And tonight, and every night, I'm bringing it. Scott Phoenix is here. I have arrived. Ultimate Wrestling, come and get you some.
That's all I can say. Any day now, you know what, you need to come down and watch him, because any day, you know, this man can get yanked up. I mean, he's going. He's huge. And the women love him. You know what, there was a 98-year-old woman through her ball already. I saw that.
Well, nonetheless, I had a chance to meet Scott Phoenix, and all I can say is incredible. The guy has the physique and the wrestling ability to take it to the next level in a heartbeat. For a big guy, very agile in the ring. You'd be surprised. And who's he taking on?
Oh, the man that told me himself that within 2 months, he put it on the line. He said, within 2 months, Mr. Dahl, because that's what they call me now, Mr. Dahl. Right. Within 2 months, he says, I'll be the Ultimate Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
You got to be talking about Chris Rocket.
Chris the Mouth Rocket. I love the guy because he is the only guy that I know that talks more than I do. Can you believe that?
He does like to talk.
He doesn't shut up. He talks and talks and talks. I have to duct tape his mouth so I can get a word in. But those two have a history. Have a long history. From what I heard, that those two broke into the business together. Okay, they actually tagged together for a while, and then Scott Phoenix, it was all over a woman.
Go figure.
It was over a woman. There was a girl that Chris liked, but she had her eyes on Scott. And this was years ago, and lo and behold, guess what happened? So every opportunity, and actually Rocket told me, he says, I know Mr. Dahl, because that's what they call me now, Mr. Dahl.
Mr. Dahl.
He says, I know. He says, I know that if I am going to be the champion, I've got to take out
Got to go through
Scott
Phoenix. And so, like I said, this is two of the newcomers here to Ultimate Wrestling. This is your opportunity to come down and check them out. These two guys here are phenomenal. And to have them both in the ring at the same time, this match could steal the show. I'm not saying it will. It could.
You know what? You'll be talking about this for the whole rest of the week. This is going to be a great match. But at the last show,
yes,
you know, you were there. You saw it. You feasted your eyes on this extravaganza we had. At the last show, Scott Phoenix was up against Cameron Barnes.
The current...
Sterling.
Cameron Thomas.
Did I say Barnes?
Yes.
Cameron Thomas.
Cameron Thomas.
Who was Cameron Barnes?
I don't know who Cameron Barnes is.
I don't know who Cameron Barnes is.
He's
Cameron
not the Sterling champion.
Cameron Thomas is the Sterling champion. And Scott Phoenix was up against him. And guess what happened? Chris Rocket ran out and cost Scott Phoenix the match.
Yes, he did.
So that builds up even more heat there. They don't like each other. I don't know how in the world that they can be in the same building together, but I brought it together.
This is the man responsible.
Okay. So, tell me what your favorite match was at the last show.
I gotta say, you know, over the past couple of years, we have seen Omega go up against Death Row several times, but this time it had the most implications. You came out, the commissioner of Ultimate Wrestling, and you were going to pick a special referee for the match, and you chose yourself.
I did.
Until Ricky Rocket came down to the ring.
Let me tell you, Ricky Rocket.
Elaborate for the fans, please.
Well, I don't have to elaborate. Let me tell you, I have things well under control. I control 51% of Ultimate Wrestling. I control
the controlling stakes.
Each and every one of these wrestlers. But before we get to what happened, because I know that you're dying to jump to that, you want them to know what happened. And I'll tell them what happened, and I'll tell them how I saw it.
Okay.
But before we get to that, one thing that I want everybody to know, Colby Godwin, the man, Mr. ROH himself, Colby Godwin. Everybody's a fan of Colby's.
Yes,
I just want you to know, Colby's last match on the coast will be this Saturday night, July 2nd. Colby's, you know, he has some other things that he says that he wants to do. So he's kind of stepping aside. And if you love to see Colby Godwin, if you want to see Colby Godwin, this is the last chance that you'll have to see him.
Tell everybody who he's taking on, because this is going to be incredible.
He asked for, he said that I have got to have my last match with Suicidal Soldier. Now, these two are friends, but you know what? Suicidal Soldier doesn't want his last match to be remembered as the match that he got beat by Colby Godwin. And Colby Godwin doesn't want to go out as actually getting beat in his last match.
Right, so here you have two fierce competitors, neither one wanting to give up a pinfall. And I have to say, for those of you who haven't seen Colby in a while, you loved him before, you're really going to love him now. In phenomenal shape.
You know,
cardio for days.
Him actually going out will hurt indie wrestling on the coast. The man is just, I mean, he is an actual Gulf Coast superstar.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he is phenomenal. The guy's got everything it takes to go up to the next level. He's got the talent, the size. He's got the charisma.
The speed, the agility, can work the mic. He's got the total package.
Tell you what he doesn't have.
What's that?
He doesn't have a win over Bobby Dahl. But we won't go there. But the man is absolutely incredible. I'm a fan.
Yes.
I am a fan. I love to watch Colby Godwin wrestle. Colby Godwin is a true superstar on the Gulf Coast.
Colby Godwin had one of my, I'll say, he had my favorite match I ever saw on the Gulf Coast. It was with another promotion, but I have to say it gave me the chill bumps.
Did it really?
It did, and all the way up the spine, and like I said, Gulf Coast Wrestling taking a hit if this is indeed going to be his final match. But
and where's it going to take place at?
Ultimate Wrestling. The American Legion Post 33, the 2nd. Come down and see it.
Downtown Pensacola, where everything happens.
if you're a fan of independent wrestling in general, come down, show some support for Colby Godwin. It's going to be his last match. Come out.
Maybe just say goodbye to him.
At least.
You know, have him sign something.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
I think we have to take a break.
Another break?
Another break.
We'll be back.